So yesterday I talked about how when I don't have to worry about, if my computer crashes, and one of the steps that I use to alleviate that stress, I should say, is that PC startup list that I talked about yesterday. So another thing that I do, I wanted to talk about today, is storing files. So this is actually it's whether you have a laptop or computer, just know that laptops tend to have less storage space because your operating system, Windows, takes up a lot of space. So typically, unless you spend a lot of money on your laptop, you're not going to have a lot of storage on your laptop. So it's important to be mindful of what you're actually storing on your computer. Now, depending on what you do, whether if it's personal or business, and any programs that you use for business, those are going to take up space as well. So one way that you can keep from using up more resources on your computer, because that's going to slow your computer down, is not storing any files on your computer. So there's a couple of things that I do. I will download, like if I'm downloading an image or a document or PDF, whatever, unless I know specifically where I want to put it, I will download it to my downloads folder at first, but then I move it. I'll either put it in my Google Drive or I'll put it in my external hard drive. Now I have an 8 terabyte hard drive, but you probably wouldn't need one that big. So, and Google Drive is another option. So, and a naming convention would be a good idea. So, if you think of your Google Drive like a file cabinet, for example, my folder that I have for my business, it's the name of my business on the folder, and then inside I have a folder called Clients, and then inside that folder, each of my clients has a folder with their name on it, and then inside their folder, obviously I have like any images or content, documents, anything that they send to me, I store in there. So, and then I have other folders for my personal stuff in Google Drive. So if I download something, an image maybe, to my computer, then I want to get it moved over to my Google Drive. And this is another way to alleviate stress when you're worried about whether or not if your computer crashes, because a lot of people store a lot of images, family photos, whatever. Well, you have like Google Photos, that's one option, that you can store your images in there and save space on your computer. So that alleviates two things. One, you don't have to worry if your computer crashes losing all those images. And two, by not storing all those files on your computer, it's going to help the processing in your computer. Like if it's slow to load, like when you turn it on and it takes forever for your computer to load, that could be one thing that's hindering that. So it's a good idea to have that backup in place. Anyway, if you have any questions, just comment on this video, and I hope you have a great day.